Adi, can I ask you something? Why were Victorian love letters so awkward? I just read about this guy, George, who basically proposed to his girlfriend like he was writing a business memo.
Oh, you're talking about George Cadbury. Yeah, his proposal to Mary Tyler is legendary for being, well, extremely formal. Imagine writing to your future wife. If we were united together, it would be in him, and that thus united we should calmly, peacefully, and joyously pass through life's journey. Not exactly sweeping anyone off their feet, right?
That's so stiff. Did Mary even know how to respond to that?
She was totally confused. She actually went to her mom for advice, like, is this normal? And her mum was just as baffled. She told Mary, it certainly struck us. The letter was written without ardor and in a businesslike manner. Basically, where's the romance, George? What Google?
So, did Mary even like him? Or was she just being polite?
That's the thing. Her parents could tell she was unsure. Her mom even wrote back, are we not right in judging that thy feelings on the subject are a little doubtful and mingled? She basically said, if you're not sure you could enjoy being married to this guy, you should probably just say no. Quarter, Gimin.
Wow, that's some honest parenting. So, did Mary turn him down?
She couldn't bring herself to do it. I think she was torn. George was respected, kind, but just not exactly Mr. Darcy. So her parents arranged for them all to meet up at a seaside town called Southend, hoping maybe a change of scenery would help.
Did it work? Did George finally loosen up?
Actually, yes. When George arrived in Southend and found Mary wasn't at the meeting spot, he panicked. He literally ran through the town to find her, like, sprinted to her lodgings. For a guy known for being reserved and disciplined, that was a big deal.
That's kind of sweet. So he did have feelings, he just didn't know how to show them?
Exactly. Away from the factory and all his routines, he finally let his guard down. Over the next few days, he managed to express his love more openly. Mary's family noticed she had this sweet look of quiet joy. It was like she finally saw the real George.
So they got married after all?
Yeah. They tied the knot in April 1872. And get this, they went on a huge honeymoon across Switzerland, France, and Rome. For George, it was the first time in over a decade that he really took a break from work.
That's a big shift from business letters to European honeymoon.
Totally. But even then, the world of the factory was never far from his mind. He was always thinking about work, about responsibility. It's like he had to learn how to be present in his own life, not just his business.
It's kind of wild how much pressure there was to be proper back then. But honestly, this reminds me of people today who struggle to show their feelings. Like texting instead of talking or being super formal on dating apps.
Right? We think we're so different, but a lot of us still hide behind formality or technology. It's like, I'll just send a perfectly crafted message and hope they get what I mean. Sometimes it takes a real, vulnerable moment to break through.
And families still get involved too, like parents giving advice on relationships or even arranging meetups.
Exactly. And the whole idea of balancing work and personal life, that's still a huge issue. George had to learn to step away from business and actually be present with Mary, a lesson a lot of us are still figuring out.
So, what's the big takeaway here? That even the most disciplined people need a little chaos and a little heart in their lives.
I think so. George's story shows that love doesn't always look like a movie scene. Sometimes it's awkward, sometimes it's a sprint through town. But it's real when you let yourself be seen, not just as a worker or a provider, but as a person.
And maybe that's why we still struggle with this stuff. Because it's hard to be vulnerable, whether you're writing a letter in 1872 or sending a text in 2024.
Exactly. The tools change, but the challenge is the same. If we want real connection, we have to risk being a little less perfect and a little more ourselves.
That actually makes me feel better about my own awkward texts. Maybe I'm just channeling my inner George Cadbury.
Hey, if it were for him, there's hope for all of us. History doesn't repeat, but it sure rhymes.
That's it for today's episode on Fun Learn Talks. where stories from business, technology, and history keep your curiosity alive. If you enjoyed the journey, make sure to follow, rate, or share it with a fellow curious mind. And hey, we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment or connect with us online. I'm Anu, and I'll catch you next time, right here on Fun Learn Talks. Until then, keep learning, keep wondering.